Breaking as we speak, Democrat protesters storm the Statehouse in Tennessee. Can we say insurrection 3.0? We already had January 6th. Then we had these protesters, anti-Trump protesters, outside of the courthouse in Manhattan. And now we've got these anti-gun protesters also protesting the possible expulsion of 3 lawmakers, Democrat lawmakers, after their involvement with this anti-gun protest last week after this shooting at a private school. You want to talk about irony? So one of their own, who claims to be transgender, shoots up a private Christian school, kills 6 people. And now these people are protesting, anti-gun protest, and protesting the expulsion of these 3 Democrat lawmakers who were disrupting the session last week to bring attention to these protesters. So this is at Breitbart. Let us in. Troopers block protesters at the Tennessee state capitol ahead of vote to expel Dems. CNN. Tennessee House of Representatives, and CNN is doing wall-to-wall coverage of this. Tennessee House of Representatives expels Democrat lawmaker. 2 others await their votes. But that's not the real story. The real story are these protesters that are storming the Tennessee Statehouse. That's the real story. PBS NewsHour. Tennessee Republicans move to expel Democrat lawmakers who joined gun protest in Capitol. Now, the article at Breitbart goes on to say this. Protesters stormed the Tennessee state capitol in Nashville on Thursday ahead of a vote to expel 3 Democrat lawmakers accused of leading a gun control protest on the House floor last week, disrupting the session. In video captured by Odessa Kelly, Tennessee Highway Patrol officers can be seen holding the line against an angry crowd blocking the entrance to a stairway. So it's okay for Democrats to storm a state house or the U.S. Capitol, just not Trump supporters. Hey, fair is fair. Quote, the Tennessee 3, as they are called, include State Representative Gloria Johnson, Justin Pearson, and Justin Jones. It says here over at CNN, and they've got a picture of these Democrat protesters holding their hands up in the air or joining hands, arms high in the air. Tennessee Republican-controlled House of Representatives has voted to expel Representative Justin Jones a week after he joined 2 other Democrats in a protest on the House floor as demonstrators at the Capitol called for gun reform following a mass shooting at a Nashville school. The party line vote was 72 to 25. Expulsion from the Tennessee House requires a 2/3 majority. 2 other lawmakers, Justin Pearson and Gloria Johnson, also face possible votes on their removal from office Thursday. Protesters flooded the state capitol on Thursday as the legislators were set to take up 3 resolutions filed by GOP lawmakers Monday seeking to expel Jones of Nashville, Johnson of Knoxville, and Pearson of Memphis. There's a mouthful for you. A step the State House has taken only twice since the 1860s, referring back to the Civil War. And I saw this on Fox News with Neil Cavuto. Can I tell you something, Neil Cavuto? Fox News, CNN, PBS NewsHour. The states that seceded voted to secede in their state legislature first. Then they seceded. Then they joined the CSA. There was no insurrection. They didn't storm the U.S. Capitol building. And this whole thing about Fort Sumter, they thought they were being attacked. That's why they shot at Fort Sumter. Because at the time, you had this big controversy over control of the waterways. And one of the countries that was involved with that was with Spain. Or Spain. That was one of our main nemesis at the time was Spain. Going back to the 18 teens. Ever hear of the Republic of West Florida? Well, Spain controlled the waterways in that area at the time. And the people at who formed the Republic of West Florida did so to declare independence from Spanish rule. Yeah, but it was all about slavery and white supremacy. So going to PBS NewsHour, this is what their article says. Protests are ongoing in Tennessee after 6 people were killed in a school shooting. Now, this is from 2 days ago, from the 4th. Protest in Tennessee after 6 people shot and killed at the school shooting last week, referring to this school shooting, this private school. More than 1,000 students in the area walked out of their schools Monday and marched to the state capitol to call for stronger gun laws. The Republicans are moving to expel 3 Democrat lawmakers who joined protest. Stephanie Sy spoke with one of them, State Representative Gloria Johnson, and you can read the full transcript here. So according to Stephanie Sy, more than 1,000 students in the Nashville area walked out of their schools yesterday, referring to Monday, at 10:13 a.m., to symbolize the time of the shooting. Keep in mind, this was a shooting carried out by a transgender woman. Or is it a man? Are they gender fluid? Are they non-binary? They marched to the Tennessee state capitol to call for stronger gun laws. Since last week, demonstrators have convened at the capitol, even entering the building to shout, "Save our kids," and grab the attention of lawmakers. Now, Tennessee House Republicans are moving to expel 3 Democrat lawmakers who joined those protests, among them State Representative Gloria Johnson, who represents part of Knox County. So this is what Gloria Johnson, Democrat Tennessee, had to say. Well, since that morning, we had been silent. We usually have something called welcoming and honoring. They didn't call on us. We wanted to welcome the protesters there. We wanted to honor the issue they were talking about, and we were not given the opportunity several times during that day. We had tried to make that during that morning. We tried to make that effort, and we're shut down. So we decided that between bills, we're going to walk to the podium and thank the protesters for being there, acknowledge the issue of gun violence and how important it was, and tell them that we were committed to work on issues to solve the problems of gun violence, and we did this during recess anyway, so you can't call this an insurrection. Now, if we go over to Fox News, I think I just lost the feed here. Let me see if I can get back into Fox News. My internet's been spotty around here. But Fox News, I can't get into the article here, but Fox News had an article about this. So this is still developing, showing some clips here. Think they're going to be protests tonight in Nashville? I'm thinking so. So that's the latest. Democrat protesters stormed the Statehouse in Tennessee, Insurrection 3.0. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. You can also follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, because I write music in my spare time. Or you can go to Twitter. Find me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy, at CultureConfed1. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this thing we call United States. And you know how we do it here. This is where the past crashes with the present. I'll catch you next time.